Hey, welcome back. Riggs here with the very first snapshot for 117. I am excited. It is snapshot 20W45A, and right off the bat, let me show you this. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Is your mind blown a little bit? Okay, so that's the first change we weren't really expecting. But yeah, mine carts are going to work underwater, but they've added a whole bunch of other things, including the amethyst blocks and copper blocks and some other good stuff. So let me get into it. But welcome back, guys. Riggs here, and I like to bring you the very first glance at these snapshots as they come out. So if you're first time here, stick around, and let's take a look at all the new stuff. So lots new stuff. Obviously, let's start with copper. We're going to go find the copper ore down in the mines, and I think they did a really nice job with the texture, with a little bit of that greenish weathered look that we're going to be enjoying. And just to state the obvious, you're going to smelt that up in a furnace, and then you get pieces of copper ingot. And once you have that, you can make blocks out of them. And once you have the blocks, you can make these things. So basically they come in these different patterns, with the solid copper block and then the sort of brick one. And then as we've seen, they're going to take time to weather. We're going to get 4 stages of weathering, which I think they look great. And then we have waxed versions as well. So my guesses were right that we're going to be waxing these. They haven't actually added wax specifically to the game, but we see the candles. We'll get to those in a second. But yeah, 3 versions of the waxed versions of this weathering. So not a 4th version. Obviously, once they're fully weathered, no reason to wax them anymore because they're fully weathered, right? So, and that's going to take a while to weather, but yeah, pretty neat thing. And then here we have candles, all the different colors of candles, and no crafting recipe for this yet, which I guess we're waiting for. Interesting thing is that they can be waterlogged. Obviously, you can't light them. And by the way, you light them using a flint and steel. So that's kind of neat. And they can be done anyway, 1, 2, 3, or 4, sort of like sea pickles. And I think that's great. A nice little decorative detail, which I'm excited to be able to use. You know, as I've said, more light sources are good, and I'm appreciating that. Speaking of lava cauldron, okay, so no use for that yet, except for keeping a light level. It has a light level of 15, by the way, but yeah, I guess no particular purpose for that. It will have a comparator output of, I think, 1, so it's a redstone kind of ingredient. And here's another thing that they've added, the amethyst, which we can talk about sort of how it grows in a second, but I did want to mention this other sort of unexpected tinted glass thing. So you can see that the shadow underneath is opaque. This will not allow light in. So if you want to have a mob farm set up but be able to see in and see what's going on, you can now make this with the amethyst shards. So that's pretty cool. You just pour 4 of those around 1 piece of glass, and then they can be harvested using just a regular pick. So you won't need silk touch to harvest that glass, which is kind of cool. So here we have the amethyst, and I'll be quiet for a second so you can hear what a musical block it is. So whenever you hit it with a projectile, or I'll switch into survival mode for a second, when you mine it, it makes a really nice sound. And then over here we have the budding amethyst, this is where it will grow. And I've done a silk touch pick just to show you these are not harvestable at all. So we're going to have to leave these where they are found. I want to show you them growing. So I've set the random tick speed to 1,000 so you can see them growing super fast. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So they will grow on any exposed surface, and then you can harvest them with just a regular pick. Sort of curious how many. Oh, let's see. I should switch into survival mode to do this, obviously. But yeah, regular pick would get us how many? 4 of those. And then I have a fortune pick here. I'll choose one of these fully developed ones. Gets us 16. Okay, so yeah, fortune definitely works when harvesting these, and you don't need a silk touch pick. So that's great. And looks like they stack in just forms of. Oh, actually, look. So when you use a silk touch, you get the amethyst cluster, which is, I guess, the fully grown version. Oh, that's neat. Okay, so cool. And then that is currently just used for the Spyglass, which I can show you. Pretty neat thing. And it zooms in like that, it actually works differently in creative. And I was thinking it was even, wait a minute. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I wonder if it was because I was like this. No, it was working differently a second ago, I swear. But yeah, anyway, that's what it looks like. Kind of funny. You can see me holding it up to my face. Yeah, it's a good look, don't you think? And then there's one last thing I have to tell you, last but not least. Oh my goodness. So here is the thing I think I'm actually most excited about today's snapshot, which I was not expecting. And the question is, what is one of the worst things about playing on a multiplayer server when it comes to these things? Yeah, getting enough Shulker boxes. Am I right? So let me see if I can demonstrate what the change is. It might take a second or two, but spoiler, just to tell you, essentially when these guys shoot one of their bullets, if they hit another Shulker, they will create a new Shulker. Yes. Shulker farms are in our future. So it's gonna, I don't know why these guys are not attacking me. I'm in survival mode here. Am I in peaceful? I'm probably in peaceful mode. That would explain it. So anyway, let me see if they will start attacking me now. Of course, I'm going to be floating up. But yeah, anyway, they're going to be farmable, and I am really happy to hear that. And before I die, maybe I should switch back into creative mode. But that is really, really good news. And that is about it for today's snapshot. But there's going to be more research into exactly where to find these amethyst and how to craft the candles and all that good stuff. But I'd like to bring these little snapshot first glances out to you as quick as possible. And here it is. So 117 snapshots have started, and I guess I should say, if you're new here, subscribe, and I'll try to bring you more of this stuff as I can. I have some good seeds and other good stuff. So anyway, hope you guys are great, and until next time, this has been Riggs. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.